Hello and welcome back to my programs dev stream of RP-1, where I decided that I should take the other sounding rocket program. Got a bunch of choices. We've got this. We have to get over 100 kilometers with 35 units of sounding rocket payload. Let's see if we can do that. Oops, wrong button. So that's procedural structure, which is annoying. I can't actually stick sounding rocket payload in it. It's 2 meters, 80. Oh, I keep forgetting that I can type 80. Here's color it to black. It's to be highly pressurized. Now we can put payload 35. All right, let's see if we can get over 100 kilometers. I think we still can, but I'm not tooling this before I try it. It's an awful lot of drag losses. Okay, so we can get over 100 kilometers. That's pretty good, pretty easy. Yes, I probably should be recoloring my Tims to match the Whack Corporal's color scheme. Even this doesn't quite match the actual Whack Corporal scheme. Man, so we can almost get into space. That's cool. Got to pull out my Rockets of the World to see the actual paint scheme. That's cheap. That's fine. Oh, I didn't check the how the parachute behaves with that heavier nose cone. Probably fine. I can go ahead and see. So this does not require, yeah, that does not require any kind of sounding payload. So that's good. Um, yeah, it's just toggling the plans, which I'll just make it toggle the real stuff, given that you can get to plans from that. Uh, okay, I'm going to include a biosample on here, because why not, right? We don't need these. Well, I guess depending on what biome we're going through, we might want them, so it doesn't hurt. And 177 kilograms. It's actually going to be more than that. Oh, but it was only 5, so yeah, we're fine. Yeah, we can touch down faster and still be all right. Okay, is anything not tooled? Everything's tooled. Sure. Oh, oops. I think I screwed up my staging on that. Nope. That's the correct staging. Good. Okay, now let's fly experimental rocket planes. I think I need to make a change to this so all the records display at the end, and I might even make a change to the app where you can toggle showing records on and off. Let's see. Okay. Experimental rocket planes. 400 meters per second, 15 kilometers. Yeah, let's try 350. Okay, so I think I want about 5 degrees of alpha. Maybe more like 6. Okay, we are now supersonic. break 400. There we go. Now we can climb again. Okay, let's climb pretty sharply. So I want to be real careful about my apogee. We want to kiss 30 kilometers. All right, let's begin. To modulate pitch. Okay. And back down under 30 kilometers we go. That is as risky as I want to be. What's my next speed record? Oh, it's only 900. Okay, we can do 900 this time. Okay, we'll try to stay above 350 as long as possible. But also there's an altitude requirement on this, I think, at 10 kilometers. almost going to finish this experiment, but not quite. And there we go. 1 minute and 24 seconds left. It's fine. We'll do it on the next flight. Hmm. Do I have the range to get back there? I think I want to come in on the shuttle strip. Can always bleed speed, but I don't want to come up short. You might have the energy to get there, but it's a little dicey. Oh yeah, we probably could have made it, but I'll just do this for now. Up the brakes slightly. You're coming. Locked. All right, we have all the runway in the world, so we don't have to be too aggressive. Flare, come on, flare. That flared a little much. That's fine. I accept that. More science. All right.
Hey there.
Hello. I had expected you to be long asleep by now.
Oh well. Oh, I told you last.
Yeah, you're. Yes, you're on a 25-hour day apparently.
Oh, more worse than that.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, how's it going?
Pretty good. Um, didn't looked like there weren't any critical fixes to do, so I just booted up. Got started pretty late anyway. We need to train Walter. Yeah, I
What did
put.
you lower it?
Sorry.
Sorry, but I was going to ask what you when you lowered the astronaut costs again. What did you set them to?
I haven't lowered it since I changed them almost immediately after checking them in. So they're now 2,500 per astronaut per year, until you get suborbital, and then they're 10,000 per, and then orbital. It's quite expensive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, which I think is, I don't know. They might be too expensive with the suborbital and orbital stuff, but
I think they might. I mean, like I said, I don't know about having people optimizing their astronaut count as a strategy.
yeah. I mean, given how long proficiency training takes, I think it's a fool's errand. But
Well, for instance, like just now it seems like it's almost a no-brainer to just fire two of your astronauts right off the bat.
yeah, but I think we need to just make inactivity timers longer.
Activity timer long.
Inactivity timers,
Gotcha.
like the rest and recovery. Like I wouldn't make training longer, but the fact that their recovery is so short. Um, like yeah, I think if even at this end recoveries were long, then. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We gotta see what the.
It already takes like 16 days to if you wanted to just cycle through X1 missions at the fastest, 1 day down, 15 days to retrain.
Yeah. Well, no, the training can be faster because so that's without any stupidity modifiers. Like I
Yeah,
think.
but the stability modifiers seem to be accessible.
I mean, like training takes
Like
10 days.
5% one way or the
This
other.
takes only 7 days.
Okay, maybe I'm misremembering.
It takes 7 days, and I think you can. Yeah, it's. I think it. I think you can have like a up to 25% change from nominal. But I wrote that system like 4 years ago. I don't remember it. uh, okay, yeah. So recovery is 17 days. So for sure, I think the recovery time of the astronaut should be longer than the recovery time of the plane. But
I
yeah,
guess so.
there's
Yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know. It's sort of weird. Um, it's my
It gets a
substation.
little bit difficult when you consider, like how long should it really take to recover a jet plane? But
Well, I mean, the fact that so it does not take long to recover a jet. It takes a while to recover a rocket plane. Well, not
yeah,
recover, but check it
yeah,
out, refurbish it, stuff.
yeah.
Right. So let's prep it for air launch again. How are we doing on research? How long until this unlocks? 2 months. Okay, that's fine.
Anyway, I saw it's Ryan's spyware data. I thought I'd lowered the money payouts that Cave Manning through 3,000 km downrange in less than a year was going to be difficult, but it turns out, I guess, not.
I mean, if you're willing to spend the pad mass on it, you can do it from the starting tech node, right?
Yeah, you can do it with the starting tech node, but you still have to build at least 3 rockets, and one of them has to be a relatively expensive rocket that you have to tool.
Yes.
So I thought with the amount of money you can really be claiming that it would be now. Guess I guess that's still, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, he was getting to crude orbit in 55, which seems fast even for
Yes, that
aggressive
seems
play.
extremely fast.
So we need to evaluate that.
Yep. Yeah, I must be doing something super weird because it feels to me like things are running a little slow. I'm almost in 1953.
Well, yeah, obviously it was not playing a typical
But
play style, but
yeah, but that said, like it's almost 1953. I've completed 3,000 kilometer downrange. Um, but it's my research that like I really just need to throw researchers at this problem.
yeah. Are you at with programs now?
I took the other sounding rocket
Mhm.
program because I didn't think I would have enough stuff researched to go for orbit. I thought that would sort of be a trap.
But it's not a trap in the sense that, like you're still going to get the money,
Right.
and you've got a long time to get there. Like you've got years and years.
Yeah, I guess it's true that I'll probably finish that program in less than the number of years, in which case it's strictly better to take that program rather than the sounding program.
Yeah, unless you can use the sounding program to build significant rep, but with the some of those rep rewards broken, that's definitely not the case.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was not thinking about it because like how long is that
I forget.
program?
I'll check the sheet.
5 years.
Yeah.
It might take me a few years to get all the way to communication satellites, but probably only about 4. But so from now, it would probably take me about 5 years to get there. So yeah, I should have just taken it. Hey, squirrel. Uh, Squirrel, that sounds like something is deeply broken if you can't afford building upgrades. Because, like, you can afford. So, first of all, why do you need any building upgrades? And second of all, like, it's just construction. Like, it just charges you however many engineers you have per day, right? Like, it's not. You don't have to pay the upfront cost of the thing. So, I'm not sure what's going on. Uh, So this is interesting. Even with a fairly high subsidy, I've got a lot of cost. Also, we really need to figure out facility maintenance because this number is totally out of whack.
Yeah, I mean, I posted that data that
The
to
NASA
the
stuff.
FP2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
did you remember what I posted? I mean,
nope.
do you want to go?
Like, yeah, if
Okay.
you poke me at it or post it again or something, because yeah, I need to go
Okay.
through that.
I'll see if I can find the thing that I posted and book it.
Okay, so yes, I can definitely hire more researchers. I could, except I don't have the money. Okay, 550. 20 kilometers. So now this contract is purely optional, but it's fine because I can't do the supersonic and I can't do suborbital because I don't have stuff. All right, so let's fly another one of these.
A
Got the
DMD
link.
copy
Yep,
of the
yeah, I saw it.
text.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
When is that dated? Oh, it's recent.
It's recent, so yeah. But I was just noting the ratio of their expected value of, you know, like how much this stuff costs to construct versus how much it costs to maintain per year.
Yeah, I think those numbers are going to be all out of whack compared to where they would have been in like 63.
Well, yeah, obviously in 63 there would have been less facilities.
No, but I mean like the construction versus maintenance versus like basically the relative portions of the budget I think would be very different.
Well, the thing had a total value of all the facilities in 2022 dollars or 2020 dollars for each of the NASA sites, and then an overall how much is it costing NASA to maintain all these facilities. So that gives us a ratio between construction costs and maintenance costs, with the caveat that, you know, most of those facilities are 50 years old plus, and they're saying that it costs more to maintain them now because they're 50 years old plus.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
even,
I guess some of it is
even,
yeah, we don't I'm not sure we even should model facility age.
well, yeah, that's why I gave you two options,
Yeah.
whether you want to consider facility age or just give it a flat number. But even the flat number, if we're picking, I don't know, I would say, you know, like in between value would be 5% per year for the the cost to build them. And your value was 2.7%, so, you know, like, you're not dramatically off.
That's I thought my value was like, oh, because it's per day.
Your value is per day
and per year.
by
Yeah.
per year. Obviously.
Yeah, it's 0.000 some number of O's 75.
Yeah.
Times 365 is, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I remembered a number of O's that ended up with getting 2.7%, but if it was 0.27%, then yeah, obviously it's way off.
Let's see, maintenance settings. Oops. Yeah, it's 0.27%.
Okay, then yeah, that's quite a bit off. And I heard one less O than I thought. Or sorry, one less O than I thought.
No, it's because I didn't remember the number of O's. Oh, that's why I said 0.00 some number of O's, 75.
Okay, well, just at least delete 10 there.
Yep. We also, so what we do, which I think is correct, is the cost that goes into that formula is the sum of the current facility cost and all previous costs, which I think is probably correct for our purposes.
Yeah, for except for upgraded pads, I suppose.
Well, we don't have maintenance for LCs yet, so.
Okay, well, yeah, sure. that makes sense. But yeah, for upgraded facilities, yeah, it makes sense to charge you the cumulative cost, maintenance on the cumulative cost.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of a question of what we want to do about, because like throughout LCs we haven't been charging anything for LCs except for the salaries. But yeah, if we rebalance salaries, then I think it's fine to actually charge maintenance for the facilities, and then dismantling has a purpose.
Yes. I really also think you should implement something where the cost of idle
Yeah.
workers
Yep.
is,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I think it's too much of a pain to try to have idle workers do something else, but we can just charge less for them.
Yeah, I mean, charging. I agree that there should be a point where you should have fired them rather than just letting them idle. But it is too much of a burden for the player to constantly be thinking about keeping their VABs busy, like I mean
Yep.
their LCs busy as we used to, just because there's no point in not
Yep.
doing it. There's
Oh, that's annoying. Almost made 900 meters per second, but not quite. Turns out it's very hard to do that uh, with the pressure fed XLR 11. Squirrel, I'm shocked that even having one engineer, sorry, 5 engineers constructing R&D has more than what you're making from your programs. That just seems like a really remarkable amount. Materials cost. I mean, I'll try just to see. I'm also thinking of getting rid of the confirmation prompt for starting facility construction, given that you can cancel it at no cost if you click it by mistake. So there's really no point in having that modal.
yeah, seems reasonable.
I didn't have an engine failure. What's going on here?
What's going on?
All right, I'm just gonna have to play for time because I'm at only 210 kilometers. Feels like I got way less downrange than usual.
Are you more used to the non-pressure fed version?
No. But then, like literally, then my last flight.
Weird.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to have to actually optimize my glide slope.
Far away are you?
150 kilometers. Or, sorry, 100 kilometers.
You'll be fine then.
Think I'm at 10 to 1? Oh, am I at 10 to 1? I'm at, yeah, I'm at 6.5 to 1.
Well, yeah, but that plane should be able to get 10 to 1 if you, uh,
It's pretty chunky. Yeah, my dry is 3.4 tons right now.
what? How's your dry 3.4
Because
tons?
it's a highly pressurized tank.
Right.
Big old steel cylinder. Alright, I'm at 8 and increasing, so might do it.
Yeah, looking at your nav ball, you're not at the right angle of attack yet to be ideal.
What do you think I should be at? Like 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, we're 12 to 1, so we'll be fine. I'm definitely going to land on the shuttle strip again. Oops.
Yeah, again, another shame you can't just tell it to hold an angle
Yep,
of attack.
exactly. Just what I was thinking.
Probably need to dive a bit,
Yep. Yeah, we're going to overshoot a little bit.
especially if you don't have air brakes on this thing.
I
I
do.
imagine you could.
No,
So,
I
good.
I definitely do.
Hey, I remember the days you didn't, so.
Fair. Okay, time for flaps. Yeah, I only barely. Am I even going to need it? Yeah, I guess I'm going to need air brakes, but not by much.
You definitely need air brakes. I mean, you're going to be, you know, significant speed if you don't. I guess with flaps, you'll be
Yeah, I've
safe,
got
but
flaps down. Yeah, look at my descent rate though. Once I level out, I'll bleed speed real fast. Left a little more. Okay, a little bit air brakes. Why does it say runway 27 and it's actually runway 15?
Don't know.
That's weird. Probably just like some stock Kerbal Constructs asset. This runway. Because yeah, the underlying
Although,
shell.
isn't it? Okay, never.
I think this is a runway on top of the runway from Katniss Cape Canaveral, which is the tan color. Okay. Okay.
What do you think about splitting the X-Planes program up?
Uh, it really feels pretty granular if you do.
Yeah,
And
that's my
also
thinking.
then it's really a no-brainer of what you should do. What I think to make the choice better is I think you probably need to increase the funding even more because there's a huge opportunity cost in taking it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, or firstly decrease the sounding rocket ones a little bit more, since they're apparently too easy to complete.
Yeah, I mean, or just add more contracts to them.
Yeah, or that. I saw your post, and I generally agree with us.
Yeah, I mean, it's broadly
Mentioned
what we
we might
talked about
need a
before.
couple
It's
more.
just yeah.
Yeah, was just thinking of adding more requirements to the sounding rocket ones. But then, I don't really want to add more sounding rocket grinds, so
Yeah.
maybe lowering the funding would be the better choice then.
Yeah, but like the problem is even with quite lower funding, you can still complete all the stuff in pretty fast, right? Like it's um,
Yeah, since there's
lowering
no
the
reason.
funding is not lowering the speed at which you complete the programs, it's lowering the speed at which you research nodes effectively. Like I think
Well, I
that's
mean, there's
actually what you're
balance
doing.
there. I mean, if you it depends obviously if you take the hit on the lowered funding from research or from engineering speed, you have the choice.
Yes, like you could be super low on engineering speed for sure.
But yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong there.
All right, so what's yeah, this is 161. Yeah, all right, I guess that's actually a pretty big hit. I mean, I'm positive, but Yeah, even there, it takes 2 years to complete. So I think we probably want. I'm not sure that 100,000 may be the wrong cost for that, or it's maybe fine and you have to wait until you have early satellites, and then you probably have the budget to get it.
Yeah. Plus, what are you getting out of it now? 25% research efficiency, or is it?
It doesn't do that. It caps me at 150 researchers, which I'm nowhere near.
Okay.
I'm at 50, and the increase will also give me plus 20% efficiency. Plus 20, not efficiency, plus 20% multiplier to research rate.
Yeah. So I think it's probably okay just to wait to build it later.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah, so the cost is probably correct. Yeah, we got to figure out what to do with, like, whether we want to upgrade the VAB, have that do anything. Answer is like kind of no. Think
Yeah, I'm also
because
in the no.
because like there's no right, like there's a I took the cost of those engineering upgrades away for a reason.
Yes. I mean, we could use it if we wanted to further slow down early construction by having efficiency upgrades go there.
Yeah.
Because that'd be yet another route of gaining
Yeah,
efficiency.
because early on your engineering numbers are low enough that it's fine if it's a fixed cost. So
I don't
now
know
we
if there's
get
any capabilities that we would consider putting into the VAB upgrades, like, I don't know, recovery or vessel merging. If we ever get that working again.
yeah, I want to get away from the world of want to get away from the world of there being one building for that rather than it being on each individual LC.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, like, I don't really mind that there's some building. Like, the admin building was sitting there doing nothing for ages and
Yep.
nobody cared. Now it does something, and, like, we're just trying to recover the mission control. Maybe it's fine if mission control just does nothing now. For a while, at least, until we figure out a good way to handle it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. We got to figure out what to do with mission control. I mean, I would like it to actually handle mission control rather than contracts. Because, yeah, the fact that I can only have 2 contracts at once is sort of annoying. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Apparently, we are not going to space today. Well, I get to see. Interesting that it picked up the spin. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I see why.
It's going to stabilize butt first someday.
Yes. Probably. Yeah, the problem is that it's statically stable nose first. It's just not statically stable enough to arrest an existing motion. And once it gets outside of that, then it suddenly wants to be butt first. But then it's picked up enough rotation that it swings by. So, yeah, makes sense. It just looks really weird. All right, let's see what we get. Apparently it still wants to keep doing this. That's funny.
That is weird. It seems like it should.
Yeah, it seems like there's
It
maybe a
might.
physics bug. Bar.
Yeah.
But I learned what I wanted to learn, which is that it's going to be slow enough that we won't go boom on contact.
That's extra weird with the chutes involved that you haven't stabilized in one direction or another.
So the chutes add basically no angular drag, which is dumb, but that's how that works.
I'm not saying that they should angular drag, but unless your chute is exactly aligned with center
It's
of
very
mass.
close to the center of mass, yes.
Oh, okay. But even if it's close, has to be super close in this case for it to keep swinging.
Yeah, I think it's I think the force applied is quite low compared to rotational inertia. It is. Okay, so that was a bust. So I guess I get to fly the plane again.
Planes are fun.
Planes are fun, but I'm getting a little tired of flying this plane.
Okay, well, I hope you get a new plane soon.
Thank you.
I'll just make a new one if you wanted to.
No, I gotta wait for the next node to unlock.
Yeah, fair.
Which conveniently, it is only 30 days away from.
Okay.
When do I get the good XLR11? Okay. It's the next rocketry node.
Yeah.
However, that's going to take 137 days past. Yeah, I'm just researching really slow. I probably should have had more researchers and fewer engineers, given how this is working in practice. Oh yeah, I have fewer researchers than I have engineers. That's dumb. Okay, last one of these puppies. 28 kilometers, 700 meters per second. So yeah, that's about the limits of performance of this plane too.
It's Ryan's playthrough also piled up more rep than I expected quickly, but I don't know if that came from
Yeah, I had some. There were
planning.
some bugs with the records, but also the early programs have weird rep stuff. That's partly why I suggested getting rid of the randomness, because like randomness is just super bad for tuning for rep.
Yeah.
Because it just encourages you to doing that over and over again.
Yeah, I'm certainly fine with getting rid of the randomness.
Okay, so 700 meters per second and 28 kilometers. Oh, I didn't actually switch over. Now I've switched over. Oh, I should have changed to... Shoot. Should have changed to Mach 2 flight. Oh well.
That is some aggressive pitching up.
Yeah, I just want to get rid of my drag losses as soon as possible.
Sure.
Which I'm also taking big drag losses because I'm at high alpha, so 6 to 1 half dozen of the other.
Oh.
Not sure what the best choice here is, actually.
Well, when you're close to your performance needs, then I usually do something where I watch the alpha and nudge my nose up to keep it around 6% as I want to climb, but like a high. What you just did with a hard yank dumps
Yes.
some energy.
Yeah, I'm not actually. I'm not directly applying. I'm changing vertical speed here.
Yeah.
And the way to that'll fix some. That'll reduce the amount of yanking. I set the AOA limiter to 8 degrees instead of 15.
Yep. That helps.
Alright, I guess I need to build up more speed.
You have to be at 28 kilometers when you're at 700 meters per second, or is it one of those where it's...
You have to reach 700 meters per second under 28 kilometers, and then reach 28 kilometers and still be going 700 meters per second.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's why it's a little worrying.
Yeah, that one's rough.
Whoops.
Well, I thought those said that you could reach the altitude without still having maintained the velocity.
It's kind of iffy. I'm not taking chances.
Okay.
Happily, I don't have to. Yeah, we did it.
Oh, your stream is way ahead of me then, because I'm still seeing you at 26 kilometers now.
Whoa, why are we above 30 kilometers?
Uh, Still positive angle of attack.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, problem solved. That was concerning. Okay, we're pretty high up. We're high enough that we see the base terrain under the special static. Because we're super far away.
Yep.
200 kilometers.
Most people are looking for the curvature of the Earth or whether the sky is going black, but looking for terrain artifacts.
Yes. Interesting. This time we're doing fine. I wonder why I was so screwed over last time. This was a much more optimal flight path.
Yeah, you could definitely have gotten 900 meters per second with this one if you hadn't gone for the altitude.
Also, why hasn't the... Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, I guess it was just a better climb out.
Yeah, that's why I like flying things. Well, one reason that skill matters. You don't just, it's not just plugging things into peg. EVG, sorry.
Yeah. I'm sort of a weirdo, but there are actually things that I miss about PEG that people let you do.
Been so long that they remember. Also, the last time I was flying rockets, I was flying them all manual into orbit, so
Yeah.
that's I extra don't remember.
The heck? The heck is the visitor center? I'm very confused.
As long as you can see the shuttle runway, you're okay.
Yeah, I mean, if necessary, I can land there. But where the heck is the runway that I usually land at? Oh, I think I see it just through the fog, through the clouds.
is much harder to spot than a lot of the other features.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
And Van Roden, we were working on variable game time starts, but RP2 broke all that progress, and somebody will have to update for RP2.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Mostly just need somebody to do the thing where it actually completes science data. Because that's actually kind of the holdup. Whoa, that was a supremely hard landing. Didn't manage to pitch up quite in time. But nothing broke. As far as I can tell, nothing broke. Didn't even pop my wheels. So, sure, we'll accept that. I wonder if it... I think I landed hard enough that I didn't get the credit for landing on the runway.
Really? Wow. That is a very hard landing then.
Oh, no, it may not have completed until I recover.
Yeah, it's very hard to land it beyond 10 degrees and walk away from it.
Yes.
I mean, I guess if you designed a plane to do that, you could do it, but...
Yeah. Oh, sure enough. I did, in fact, land harder than...
Wow.
Oh, it didn't give me any rewards.
Huh?
That was super weird.
It's not on soft cooldown, is it?
No, it said it... Oh. Yes, it's on soft cooldown.
I just
I
did
bet
that
that's...
contract for nothing.
Apparently. Well, it was the last... Oh, yeah, it totally... Yeah, I got no reward for it. I also got no reward for the last one, because they were on soft cooldown. I think we should just... Like, I think I said this before, but I'll say it again. I think we should just get rid of them. Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason not to get rid of it when they're not the capstone, I think. And the capstone requires significantly more tech. If those were like... What I really...
So we definitely don't have cooldowns for required contracts. I'm saying remove them from the optionals.
Yeah. The biggest concern is, especially if they decide to at the X-plane program into two pieces, is that you could do an X-plane program that consists of building a plane, taking the program, doing like 4 flights over the course of a month, and then being done with the program. That sounds potentially significantly bad.
Yes, that does sound bad, but on the other hand, if you complete it in 4 months, then you didn't get much funding for it, so who cares?
You didn't get much funding for it, but you got a whole lot of rep for it.
Yeah, you got a bunch of rep from completing it early, that's true.
And you built exactly 1 plane for it because you didn't follow the normal timeline.
So definitionally, you have to build 2 planes for it. One of them a jet and one of them a rocket.
Yeah, but, right now. But if they, depending on how they decide to, if they're trying to slice and dice those programs.
Oh yes, but like I said, I do not favor splitting that program.
Yeah.
Okay, but I gotta go to bed. It's 2 a.m.
Good night.
Thanks for coming by. I hope your sleep schedule improves. Hope your mom continues to do well. And I'll catch you later.
She is doing well. I visited her today. Anyway,
Good.
yeah, but I'll talk
Sounds
to you
good.
later. Bye.
Yeah. Later.